Alright, so basically what you want to do is you want to start unboxing the package. So after I did that, as you guys can see, there's still a little bit of like white stuff around like the actual plastic, like there's still white paper. So the way I got that off is with DW40. So basically that what it does is it makes it more loose, and it took a good minute to do that. It took me a little while to get that all off, but it looks better in the end if you get that all off. So once I did that, I started just taping, parts that I didn't want to get blue on. So I was taping like the wheels, the windows, and all that. So I kept doing that for a little while. It took me like a few minutes. And like if you do this well, it will come out better. I didn't do that well on taping the parts. You can kind of see that there's some blue on the windows, but it still came out good. So after you're done with that, go buy some spray paint. I didn't get the exact blue I wanted, but it was close enough. So then you just keep, adding coats, let it dry, add a little bit more if you need it. Because as you can see, you can still kind of see like the original like prints on the actual car. But after you keep adding coats, it should soon go away. So I'm just gonna let this clip run, and I'll be back to you when it finishes. So after you spray paint the car and you let it dry, you're going to want to start unwrapping the actual tape that you put on it to cover. So as you see here, I'm just unwrapping it, and it came out pretty well, but you're just going to continue repeating this process. You're going to spray paint a little bit, let it dry, then take off the paint. Then you're going to spray paint the other part that you haven't done, and just keep repeating that process. So I'll get back to you once this process is done. So after you finish completing the car, this is what it should look like. As you see, there's some spots that are still black. That's because I didn't tape that well, but you guys could obviously do better. So as you guys see, this is the final product of what the car looks like. I still need to add some details, such as the lights, the gray hood, or whatever you call it. So for the lights, basically what I did was the tape I was using was actually yellow. So I just cut out a few circles and I put them at the front. And for the gray hood, I'm gonna paint gray on. So that's what I did for that. And then, so for the actual background of the pack, you're gonna need. I bought another one because the first one was ripped, but so I bought another one, so I'm opening it right now. So I open it up, and then what you want to do is you want to use that template and you want to trace it out on a white piece of paper, like you see right here. So you just trace it, cut it out, make sure it's even, and then once you do that, you just want to glue it on, as you see me doing here. I used a hot glue gun, but it ended up not being good, so I just used a regular glue. So as you see, I just used a regular glue stick, and it came out perfectly fine. Just I had to add a little bit. So originally my plan was to actually paint the background, as you guys can see. I actually traced it out, and I was planning on painting the background. But then it didn't end out turning like that well, so I decided to just print out an image. So then as I printed out the image, I traced it on the template of like the actual pack, right? So I traced it, as you guys can see, and I cut it out. So just do that, find a picture of the actual album and just print it out and cut it to the shape of the template. Then as you see, I glued it on with a glue stick, not the hot glue gun. And then once I glued it on, I got the piece of plastic in the car, made sure it fit, and then at this time I got a hot glue gun and actually pressed it down and made sure that it was actually good. And you can add a little bit more if it doesn't stay on. And after that, I was done. And here's what the final product looks like.